Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farihah. I'm from BITI S1G2. In this video, we're gonna proceed with BITI S1213 operating system progress 2, where it will explain on how to configure the SFT server. So first of all, what is SFTP? SFTP stands for SSH File Transfer Protocol, where it is a secure file transfer protocol. It runs over the SSH protocol, where it supports the full security and authentication functionality of SSH. SFTP port number is SSH port 22. So it is basically just an SSH server where once the user has logged into the server using SSH, the SFTP protocol be initiated. So there is no separate SFTP port exposed on the server. And lastly, the SSH is stand for the secure shell. So the process to configure the SFTP in the Linux server, we're gonna go for the terminal. Then we need to do some updating to the source.list, because in the default source.list, we will notice that the main source list is the CD-ROM, as the package is designed to be installed and updated from a CD-ROM in media. So in order to do that, we need to do the type sudo nano /etc/apt/sources.list to edit the source file. As you can see, this is a CD-ROM that I mentioned of the default source list. So to update the source.list file, we're gonna go to the Firefox. And then we're gonna search for the sources.list Debian 9. Then we just click the top link, and we're gonna scroll down a bit to find the command that needed by a basic package installation. So gonna scroll down, and this is the command, and we just copy it and paste at the file. So select and copy, and we're gonna go to the terminal. But before that, we need to add hash to comment out the CD-ROM line. So this is the CD-ROM line, and we're gonna add a hash at the front, and we paste the command that we copied just now. So we're gonna right click and paste. And we also need to copy the contrib and non-free components, which is the below one. So this is the contribution and non-free components. We're gonna copy it all. So select all and copy, and we're gonna paste it below the one that we already copied just now. So right click and paste. Okay, now we just Ctrl O to save the file. Ctrl O to save the file and press enter, then Ctrl X to exit. Okay, now we're gonna do some update to the local package index with the latest change made in repository by insert command sudo apt update. So it might take some time for the updating process. So now, after the updating process complete, we should upgrade the system for security and bug fixes by executing sudo apt upgrade command. Then I reset my password once again. Yes. And wait for the upgrade process to be done. Okay, now we're done upgrading our system. We're gonna install the SSH, which is by type the sudo apt install SSH. And then click yes and wait for the installation to be done. Okay, when the installation process is done, we need to set up the network addressing for SFTP purposes. So first, go to activities and type network and click for it. And then click the gear icon. Then we're going to go to the IP version 4 option and change the addresses to manual. So this is where we insert the IP address of our server, which is 192.168.56.10, and also the net mask is 255.255.255.0, and also the gateway where the IP address of the client that we're gonna link, which is 192.168.56.1. This is the Windows client IP address, and then we click apply. Then we're gonna turn off the wired and turn on again. This process is same like the restarting network. So now the default route has been updated to the IP gateway that we insert. Now at the Windows client, we're gonna install a third-party app to check either our SFTP is functioning or not. So I'm gonna use WinSCP. There's other app that also can try such as FileZilla or CyberDuck. So after the installation process complete, I'm gonna launch the WinSCP, and as you can see, this is user interface for WinSCP. So here we're gonna insert the host name, which is the server IP address. It's 192.168.56.10, and as you can see, the port number is 22, as I mentioned earlier about the SFTP. Then we insert the username and password of our server and click login. So now on the right side is all file that has in the server, while on the left side is my window document file. Now we're going to try to copy a file from my window to server. So to the file at my Windows, by go to the notepad, and here I'm going to type hello there and save as hello at the documents. So you're gonna see that my hello.txt file is here. So I'm gonna right click and copy and paste it on the server. Right click and paste and click OK. So this is the hello.txt file. So we're gonna check either the file exists in the server or not. So we go for ls, and here's the hello.txt file, and we're gonna see either there's a content or not. So we're gonna type more hello.txt, and as you can see, there is the hello there. So our SFTP configuration is successful. So why we need SFTP? SFTP is a secure option where we need to do a secure server-to-server file transfer between ourselves, trading partners, and enterprise server in a business. And SFTP works over the SSH data stream to establish a secure connection and provide organization with a higher level of file transfer protection. And in conclusion, SFTP server gives secure connection to do any file transferring without being interrupted by any unauthorized file access during the operation. That's all from me. Thank you.